Alright, so Infinity Evolved is going to be rotating out very, very soon. And they've already revealed some of the cards of the new set. So today I want to go over some of the cards in Infinity Evolved that are rotating out. That's actually going to be pretty detrimental to a lot of archetypes in the game currently. So first off, really, Cultivator of Malice. Last words add a ghost to your hand. This is, I mean, it's gonna hurt, but Milteo, honestly, the Milteo nerf from earlier probably hurt it even more. And now that they're losing Cultivator of Malice, are we gonna see a return of Milteo? I personally don't think so. I don't know. I haven't really played much of Milteo Abyss to really give my personal, like, I wouldn't say my personal opinion, because I did give my personal opinion, but I can't really, like, give, like, an actual, like, statistical view on it, I guess you could say. But I don't think we're going to see Milteo coming back, especially with something as consistent as Cultivator of Malice. It's a 1-cost, 1/1, last words, add a ghost, and you save the ghost. When you're losing a ghost generator, is basically what's happening here, and that's what Milteo really needs. So Milteo, I think, is kind of dead in the ground. Artifact with Catapults, this is a really good... Oh, God. This is a really good card in Artifact right now, alongside Flight of Icarus. I don't think this is going to kill Artifact. Well, since we're already on the topic of artifacts, we are losing Karula, which Karula just recently got buffed, and Karula is very good for Artifact right now. I still think Artifact has a lot of pieces going for it still, that it's probably not going to kill it, but it's not going to be as prominent as a deck as of right now, that it currently is. We'll just have to see what they print. Maybe they can print some sort of alternative to Karula. We'll just have to see. You can no longer spam out the Artifact B, I think it is, right? Artifact Beta. Because you could spam it out with the Amulet and Karula. So you're losing both of your spams for it. And Flight of Icarus, you're losing Rush and Last Words. I think Artifact... I feel like Artifact has just so many pieces for it. Like, it's going to be fine, but it is taking a little bit of a beating from that. It's losing some major cards. 3 of them. Well, I would say 2 major cards. This one's good, but I probably wouldn't say some major card. But, you know, Abyss losing Darkside. We haven't really seen very much of Darkside. I think Darkside's mostly in aggro decks. And even still, I'm not really seeing that many aggro Abyss decks anymore. Phylene for Dragoncraft. I want to say every dragon deck runs Phylene because it's just so damn good. And Dragon losing Phylene is pretty big. Like, that's massive. I feel like Dragon is in a place right now to where it's good, but if you lose one piece from Dragon, the whole archetype just falls apart. And with them losing such a good card, I don't know how Dragon is going to get around to this. Again, all of this comes down to what do they print with the new set, and we're going to go over some of what they revealed so far, but still, like, the cards that they haven't revealed, we don't know what they are, obviously. So we can't say for sure if this is something we can survive without. And so just looking at it face value, Dragon losing Phylene is going to be pretty detrimental to the class, in my opinion. Because it's very good against Sword. Deal 1 damage to all enemy followers. You don't even need the spell. If Sword is just spamming out those 1/1s. The spell, once you're in Overflow, it doesn't matter, right, how much damage, because it's just destroy all damaged enemy followers. This is just a very, very good and consistent card in the archetype, especially because Dragon is such a slow deck. Your opponent is likely to be controlling the board early on and pushing a lot of face damage. This is just very, very good and cheap removal. So yeah, I think Dragon's gonna be in a world of hurt without Phylene. Sword losing Prim, not a big deal. Sword losing Band of Battle Princesses, also not a big deal. Losing Saria, not a big deal. I think Sword, for the most part, is safe. Oh, they're losing Gildaria. That's actually kind of big. I don't think that's going to kill the archetype, though. Because we have another Gildaria that's more base damage. But this is removal. I think Sword will be... I think Sword's going to be fine. Sword... It's like, without a doubt, Sword is going to get another card printed for removal. I think Sword's going to be fine next set. Rune losing Norman is kind of insane. I think Rune is also going to be fine, but losing Norman, it's the... That is going to sting a little. Now, we can also say that Wardhaven is completely dead. Wardhaven is not coming back. There's no shot. We're losing Wilbert and Aether. Wardhaven is not coming back from that at all. Oh, and Sword is losing Urius, which no one ever uses. I personally like the card, but even I can admit that it's kind of 8 cost for what its ability is. It's not. Oh, that's too much. It should be a 7 cost, and it'll be much better, in my opinion. 8 cost is real hefty. What was I saying? But yeah, Wardhaven is dead in the ground. Wardhaven's not coming back. There's no shot. Forest, what is Forest losing? They're losing Limaga. I'm not really that much of a Forest player. The only Forest deck I was ever good with was Evolved Forest, which is the current set. But as far as I can tell, I don't think Forest is losing anything very special either. Yeah, I think Forest is going to be fine. They're losing Ambush from above, which is pretty good, but that's more of a combo thing. But still, I've seen a lot of Forest decks run this card. So it's good, but I don't think it's really necessary. The Forest is going to be fine, especially with the Evolved Forest. Abyss losing Voila. I haven't really seen Voila used that much as of recent. We're losing Grimnir, which again, I haven't really seen that much Grimnir. I've seen Grimnir a lot in Take-Two. Well, I say a lot in Take-Two. I don't really play Take-Two that much, but with the current Take-Two Grand Prix, it feels like every deck was running Grimnir. So I feel like Grimnir is a good Take-Two card, but as of today's standards, Grimnir is very underwhelming, to say the least. Exalia, this one's big actually. Give plus X. This is very big. This is gonna kill Aggro Abyss, and well, it's probably not gonna kill Aggro Abyss, but this is a major player for Aggro Abyss. I think it depends on. Again, it all depends on what they print, but I feel like Aggro Abyss is gonna be fine for the most part, potentially. I don't know. I haven't played Aggro Abyss this set, and I don't really see it that often. So putting that in mind, maybe this will kill Aggro Abyss. Because this is a staple for Aggro Abyss. You'll have to let me know in the comments what you think. They're losing Undead Soldier. I've seen this actually played quite a bit, surprisingly. I didn't think I would be seeing it very often. Oh, we're losing Odin. And it's a neutral card. So, every deck is missing out on Odin. That's unfortunate. Dragon losing Finny. Finny is more of a meme archetype, in my opinion. Fun to play, but I don't think it's really going to have that much of an impact on the actual meta. So, unfortunate we're losing Finny, but it's not going to change Dragon. Again, the thing that's really going to change Dragon is Phylene. This is actually going to kill Dragon. Not gonna lie. And they're also losing Neptune, which I've seen Neptune used a lot for heals, and both heals and removal. Losing Neptune is also pretty massive. Not every deck runs Neptune, like Phylene, or unlike Phylene. But I see Neptune used enough to where it is kind of a staple for Dragon, even to today's standard. Earthright losing Lil Anthem. I don't know. I want to say this is pretty bad for Earthright, but as of recently, I haven't seen this Lil Anthem used very much in Earthright. I just see the newer one. So I don't know. I actually don't know about this one. I'm not really an Earthright player, so I don't know. I don't have enough experience with it to give an opinion, but playing against Earth, right? I haven't seen this version of Lil Anthem used very often. Then Abyss losing Jinzetsu, this is just gonna kill Mode Abyss. Like, this was like the card to play for Mode Abyss, and we're losing that. Yeah, that's just GG. I think Mode Abyss is done. Now maybe they'll print something that's better than this, because Mode Abyss, it came and it went, right? I don't really see that much Mode Abyss these days. Mode Abyss is kind of weird. Like, in my opinion, it's more of like you're trying to play the long game instead of actually going for lethal. You know? Maybe that's just me. But I don't think it's... It doesn't hold a light to Milteo, at least when Milteo wasn't nerfed, you know? Because when Milteo came out, it completely overshadowed Mode Abyss, and even after Milteo got nerfed, no one really came back to Mode Abyss. I've seen Mode maybe a small handful of times in ranked, and almost every time I just won, right? Like, I don't think it's performing very well. Now, I'm not looking at direct numbers or anything. This is all going off of my personal experience, so I could be completely way off of what's actually, like, what the numbers show. But yeah, I don't see Mode Abyss making a comeback after this, especially since it's already on a downhill from here on out. So yeah, I think Mode Abyss is done. And I think that's it. So to recap, Dragon losing Phylene, insane, right? This is absolutely... honestly, I'm gonna completely miss this card. Not because of how good it is. Well, because of how good it is, but also because of the art. The alternate art. Jesus Christ, dude. Like, come on. But this is probably the most iconic alternate art card in the entire game. But that could just be me. I'm a biased man. What can I say? But yeah. Dragon losing Phylene, massive. That's gonna kill Dragon, potentially. Unless they can get some sort of, some other form of cheap removal for Dragon. If they don't, Dragon's done for. Sword isn't really losing that much. I think Sword's gonna be fine. Same thing with Forest. Forest is gonna be fine. Artifacts losing some pieces. That is gonna be a little bit painful. But Portal, Artifact Portal, I think is gonna be fine. They have a lot of pieces to work with. I think they'll be fine. Abyss losing Mode Abyss, insane, and they're also losing Exelia for Aggro Abyss. It's also insane. We're losing Grimnir and Odin for neutrals, which is also pretty big. We're losing Wardhaven. Like, Wardhaven's, like, again, you cannot have Wardhaven without Wilburn and Aether. It's not happening. It's just not happening. So we'll see what Haven's like now after this. I think that's gonna be stuck with Crest. Oh, losing Zwei for Portal. I completely fucking glanced over this card. Yeah, this is a powerful card that the Portal is losing. Like, it's so powerful, even just Artifact sometimes runs it. Even though it's not an Artifact card, it's a puppet card. Like, it's just so damn powerful. Because, like, you get a 6/1 ward, and in Follower Strike, deal X damage to the opposing follower, X is the follower's attack. And then you get an Evolve, and you get an Enhanced Puppet. And when it comes into play, obviously, it gets ward. It's an insanely good card. I don't think it's going to be to Portal's detriment to lose the card, because I don't see it used that often. Especially since the current archetype for Portal is Artifact. It was still used enough because it's just so good, but it wasn't necessary for Artifact, you know. So Portal losing Zwei isn't going to be to the detriment of Artifact Portal, but if you're trying to do like Puppet, like, this might actually be detrimental to Puppet. And I don't think I've actually seen a Puppet deck at all this set. So yeah, I don't... It's not looking good for Puppet right now, but Artifact I think is fine. That's what's rotating out. Now let's take a quick look at what is coming in. So let me switch the view. Is it up? There it is. It's up. Alright. So for Rune, we got Ginger, which is a 7-cost 5/5 fanfare. Summon 2 copies of Guardian Golem. Whenever another allied follower enters the field, give it Rush and Spell Boost your hand. Evolve, summon a Guardian Golem. So I want to say this is like Golem archetype, but obviously this is Spell Boost. Give it Rush and Spell Boost your hand. That's every time another allied follower comes into play. Give it Rush and Spell Boost your hand. So it's not just one Spell Boost, it's every time another allied follower comes into play. So this is obviously Spell Boost archetype, not Golem archetype. But yeah. So I think I feel like this set they're focusing more on Spell Boost instead of Earthright. But I think if they were to focus on Earthright instead, I think it would be fine. Like, they didn't lose that much. They did lose Norman. They did lose a little Anthem. But those weren't the hard hit. I mean, they're hard hitters, don't get me wrong. But when I mean by hard hitter, I mean as in like the win condition. You know, those weren't really win condition cards. Maybe the little Anthem to a certain degree because it's like almost impossible to get rid of. But we have the new Lil Anthem, which is like a 6/6 Storm, pretty much. So, yeah. I think if they wanted to focus on Earthright again, it would have been fine. But it seems like they're doing Spell Boost, so we'll have to see how that turns out. And we have a Dragon reveal. We have Lumior. And they're bringing back Accelerate. I don't know. I don't remember, actually, if they already brought back Accelerate or not, or if this is the first time Accelerate is showing up. I genuinely don't remember if there's another Accelerate card in the game currently. Yeah, it's not ringing a bell if it is. Not coming to mind. But yeah, we have Lumior. It's an 8-cost 6/6 fanfare. Select 2 cards in your hand and discard them. Deal 4 damage to all enemies. Super evolve. Draw 3 cards. So this is discard support. Hopefully, we actually get a working discard archetype instead of a half-baked, half-assed discard. We'll have to see. But looking at the history of discard in this game, I don't really have any hopes. So we'll just have to see. It's not removal. Well, I mean, I don't know why I said that. It is removal, but it's not cheap removal like Phylene. So, yeah, it's not going to be a replacement for Phylene. Let's take a look at Portal. We have Yudi, your dependable mentor. 2-cost 2/2 legendary card. Fanfare, add I can't fucking speak. Add an analyzing artifact to your hand. Evolve, select another unevolved allied follower on the field and evolve it. I think this is mid. The only thing this is really going to be used for is the analyzing artifact, which is just for card draw. But once you look at it, it's like this is a 3-cost draw 1 card. No one's gonna worry about a 2/2 and a 1/1 on board. That's easy removal, and all 3 costs to just draw 1 card. I don't see it. I genuinely don't see it. Evolve, select another unevolved allied follower on the field and evolve it. That's also not going to see any play. I mean, I don't know, maybe, but if anything, this is heavy just support. But, like, it's not... This isn't going to save or replace anything for Artifact Portal. It might be ran, but I think Artifact Portal would be fine even without this card. And oh man, I really hope I pull an exchange ticket for Swimsuit Yudi. Whew. That'd be great. Welcome back. I'm recording this after editing the video because I realized I completely forgot to talk about the neutral card, Bahamut. Alabaster Bahamut. So I apologize for no audio in the background, no game music. Again, I'm recording this after editing because I realized I completely forgot about this card. Um, yeah, what I want to say about this card is this card's gonna kill Cresthaven. So with Havencraft losing Wardhaven and pretty much Cresthaven, a complete counter to Cresthaven. Um, GG Haven. Fuck you. Get out of the game. I hate Haven so fucking much. From the first game, I hated Portal. To this game, I fucking hate Haven. Jesus Christ. But anyways, this fan first select a mode to activate potential mode abyss. Maybe. Um, banish all other followers from the field. Banish all amulets from the field. Also Amulet Haven. Fuck you. And then banish all crests. Because of its heavy cost, I actually don't know how well and consistent it's going to be as direct counters for archetypes such as crests, such as amulets, such as well, pretty much just those two. Fuck Haven. But yeah, like I don't know how exactly it's going to consistently play against them. But I like the fact that we actually have hard counter for Crest and Amulet Haven. So I think this is going to be a good card. So yeah, we're going to be going back to the recording and have that nice Shadowverse menu music playing in the background. Anyway, so those are the reveals, and that is what is rotating out with Infinity Evolved. So let me know your theories. Let me know what you think, what your predictions are for the meta. What archetypes are going to suffer the most? What archetypes do you think are going to be fine? Do let me know. I'm interested. Let's start a discussion. So yeah, this is going to be Bagel Gasai signing out.